Hello, so today I'm going to be doing a debugging on the guessing number code for task 1.2, which is question 6. Basically a bit of back context on this code is that it's basically just your average guessing game where we've set a number in the program, as we can see here, to 3, and then basically we've got the user input trying to guess what the number that we've set it will be to get it correct. But with this code, it's actually got 2 user inputs instead of 1 now. So first we've got user 1 here trying to guess the number. And then now we ask the code here for user 1 to enter a number for the second user, which is user 2 to guess. So it's kind of an entwinement of both of them, where you've also got an actual user being the prompt with the number that user 2 has to guess. So there's a bit of a different spin on this one. Because usually just see code with, like, for example, just, basic code with one person being the input, not 2. So this one's pretty cool like that. The reason I chose this code to debug was because I definitely did find it challenging at first to build something like this, for example, like the first section. But once I was able to break down and understand what all these little variables and things like that mean and where they have to go, it was so much easier for me to be able to build the other 2 parts of the code. So basically I did a lot of debugging beforehand, because if I did in this video, it'd be here forever. So I just decided to do all the complicated kind of debugging out of this, just to kind of get the ball rolling a bit. But I left a few of these lines here. I just left like a little bit left, so it's not too long of a video. So basically, a lot of the issues I had with building this code was getting things such as the variables mixed up. As we can see here, for example, like number to guess number, I'd accidentally flip them around, or I'd have trouble trying to put like where I needed to put them, or I'd get a bit confused with just the overall if statements, like when I have to use a while or an if, like just kind of wording it correctly. But I was able to get a bit more of a hang of it. As we can see here, I definitely do have a few, like my last code I debugged, a lot of syntax errors. I definitely had a few more which I was able to quickly fix, but these ones, I've had to analyze a bit more to think, and I think I might know the answer to why these ones are incorrect based off the previous code that we were doing for the 1.2 task, the one where we had to find what went wrong with the code and correct it. I took a lot of notes on those, so I think I should be able to apply the reason why this code doesn't work a bit better. So if we just go ahead and debug the code, we'll be able to see what's going on. Before I actually had a lot more, so I'm surprised it's gone down. I must have put something in. Okay, so looks like we've only got about 2 different types of lines. It keeps going away. So we've got, so like I said, we've got another syntax error and a syntax error. Like I said, I had a lot more, and even before this video I had a few more, but I must have pressed something, I don't know, and fixed it. I can't remember. But the other time I had so many, oh my goodness, errors. I was like, I'm just going to fix it beforehand because it'd be so long in the video. So I'm happy it's just a few syntax errors that we can focus on, and I can also explain my understanding and logic behind it too, because I did a lot of studying on these ones with the passcode, so I think I should be good to enter it. So let's have a look. So we've got lines 16 and 60 where we have to do it. So 15 here, we've got an int try praise, input outguess number. So you can see the syntax errors around here. I feel that based on another code we did, I haven't, because it's an if statement now, it's not just the regular line, it's an actual if statement. There's nothing separating it, as we can see here, because it did say syntax error. So, a comma, never mind, it said there, a comma expected. So because it's with the out, I'm guessing I'm going to pop it here to separate. Oh, there we go, because this doesn't need a comma. So we're basically telling it the input with the guess number and all that stuff. So I don't think I need one there. So I'm just going to pop one there. Looking at over here as well, with the guess number is less than 1 equals guess number. I have a feeling that it might be to do with having an equal sign. So with the equal sign, basically, sorry, my video just kind of cut out for a second. Over here, I just realized with the equal signs in coding, basically it's assigning when you use that, you're assigning a value to a variable. Like for example, here we've got int number to guess equals 3, so we're assigning it. This one, we're not assigning it. So obviously this one's going to be wrong. I know it doesn't explicitly say in this, but I noticed some red lines, so I'm going to try and correct it myself anyway. With this one, we're not comparing, so I'm guessing based on one of the other codes we did in the last task, it's about operation errors. So I think because we're basically checking for both conditions, like we're kind of combining them in the way, I think it's, I don't know the actual name for the operation, but I think it's this one here. Oops, that's a bit big. This one here. Because this one we are combining both the operations to check the outcome. So we're seeing if the number is less than one or more than one, to determine whether we can say, oh, the number needs to be between 1 and 10, try again, or if it's correct. So I think that would be, excuse me, the correct operator, but we'll have to have a look at that one. Having a look here as well, kind of a similar thing over here. If guess number equals number to guess. Again, we're not assigning a variable. So this one will obviously be wrong. There's no variable we're assigning. Guess number, we're not assigning them to each other. So I think for this one, we're basically comparing whether the answer, so we're comparing whether the answer guess here is the output number that the user put in the console. So let's say they put in a 4 and it's checking to see if it's a 3, but it'll come out saying obviously wrong guess, give another go. So I'm going to guess it's going to be another one of these, okay? Because like I said, we're not assigning a variable, we're comparing whether it's going to be this one or this one based off our set variable here and the user input. So now if we move down here, I think these are pretty similar errors as well. If I'm checking 1560, what's line 60? So we'll just close that. Line 60, okay, yep, so it's pretty much the same here as well. Like I said, I had a lot of syntax errors, I'm not surprised. This one here as well, again, we're not assigning a variable to it. We are checking if the output number, from the user is either less than 1 or more than 10. So it's going to be, again, the double one here. I think that's how we write it. I don't know if I have to not put a gap in the middle. Oh, maybe not, never mind. And this one here, again, we're not assigning a variable. So I'm going to have to add 2 of those here. And I think that should be okay. Yeah, so when I was doing this code, it was more about just an issue of me dealing with understanding the logic behind the operators and really getting to understand that. So we'll just try run that now and see if this works. I'm pretty confident it should. So we'll see. Should we work here? Oh, there we go. Awesome. So then as we go, for example, let's have a look. If I put 11 in, it's not going to work. The reason the 11 is not going to work now is because we've added this one here. It's physically checking if the number is going to be more than 10, which in this case it is. So it's going to go straight to this line. Otherwise now if we put a 9, it's going to say wrong guess, give it a go. It's going to check now if we put a 3 in. Then it's going to go down to here and say, okay, user 1 now needs to enter a number. User 1 needs to now enter a number for user 1. So let's say we want to choose 4. Now, let's say user 2 is my dog guessing. We're going to do a 3. Won't work. If we do a 15, again, number is between 1 and 10. That's the other issue we had down here. And then now if we put a 3, what was it, 4? 4. Then we got it right. And that will be the end of our code loop.